Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from Older Women Rock, and I hope you're having a fab day. And if you're not, if you're going through a bit of a hard time, well, I hope it gets easier soon, because we can't always have great days. But you're here and you're watching my videos, so that's a plus for me at least. Thanks for stopping by today. I just so appreciate it. I just love it when you stop by and watch my videos. Older Women Rock is about fashion, styling, beauty, lifestyle. If that sounds like you, well, join my tribe, jump on board, hit that subscribe button down below. The little bell there is for weekly notifications of these videos, and give me a thumbs up for a like. I would just love that. Most of us have our favorite fashion styles. I've done quite a few videos on the boho style, and I love that. I have a little bit in my wardrobe at all times. But there is another favorite style of mine, and I've also done some videos about this. It's the vintage style of dressing. I adore the vintage style. I actually started my humble fashion career selling vintage clothing, and this was the real deal that I was selling. It was anything from the Victorian era right through to the 1950s. Today I want to show you how you can wear a 1950s inspired style. I'm certainly not going to show you the original garments from the 1950s. They're very hard to find, and if I could find them, they'd be very expensive as well. But there's lots of fashion that's inspired by that era, the 40s and the 50s. And it's all based around a simple pencil skirt. Now, these garments you might already have in your wardrobe, but if you don't, they're very easy and economical to find. The look that I'm going to show you today is influenced from the 40s and the 50s. I'm not talking rockabilly style, it's more of a classic style. When you're watching one of those beautiful movies from the 40s or the 50s, one of those fantastic Hitchcock movies, or when you're looking at photos of that era, you quite often see this style. It's simply a feminine blouse with a pencil skirt. That's the look. And of course the accessories would fit in with that particular era. Well, we can still dress that way. We can be inspired by that look today. There are several things that I just adore about this look. One is it will never ever let you down. If you have an event, a luncheon, a special dinner, a party, a gathering, this look will never let you down. It's classy. It's always classy. It's elegant. It's feminine. It can be a little bit sexy as well. There are so many fashion labels that duplicate or are influenced by this look. It's definitely an elegant, feminine, classy look. I think it's timeless. I don't think it will ever let you down. It's very easy to find a blouse in the thrift store that's been influenced by that era. This blouse it's a satin silk blouse. It's so reminiscent of that era. And the jewelry I'm wearing, these gorgeous dangly gold earrings, are very influenced by that 1940s, 50s era. And of course, pearls, the pearl bracelet. I usually put a belt around these outfits, whether it be a narrow belt or a wider belt, because in those days women often like to cinch in their waist and show off their waistline. It was a very feminine style, a very feminine era. I've owned these shoes for quite a few years now. I always thought they had a vintage look to them. They're satin, they're a really light beige color, and they've got the little navy bows on there. I think that they have a vintage look to them. You can find a lot of shoes like this. They don't have to be very fussy, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. The shoes that you can team up with your pencil skirt and your vintage inspired blouse and perhaps your belt can just be a basic pair of pumps. Just a basic heel and a basic pair of pumps. You don't have to go out and look for shoes that are vintage inspired or vintage shoes, although there's lots around and they're usually a pump. They can have a strap or not have a strap. So now I'm going to show you some looks that I'll put together based around a pencil skirt and a soft blouse to give you that 1940s, 1950s, slightly glamorous Hollywood look. You will never go wrong in this look. You'll always look classy. If you're into thrifting, well, the thrift stores could be one of the best places to find these vintage inspired blouses. This little polka dot blouse was only $5 at my local thrift store. It's got some gorgeous beading down the front, some satin beading. It's a very soft, vintage looking blouse. So it's quite economical to find these styles. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Belts, I never pay a lot of money for belts. I bought this one online. I needed a white belt, and I think it was about $4 to $5, and it's absolutely perfect. There's nothing wrong with this belt. It's great quality actually. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to get this particular look. So for not very much money, you can put this look together, but you will look really classy and no one will know. This skirt, this top, thrift store, $10. The belt, say it was $5, $15. The shoes, I own the shoes, they're mine. And the earrings and the ring are mine as well. So it really doesn't cost a lot of money, but a lot of us already have a pencil skirt in our wardrobe. I love these earrings, these black crystal dangly earrings. I've always been drawn a little bit to that vintage looking jewelry. I don't know why, it's just something I find really elegant. Those fantastic budget jewelry stores, they just have so much of this sort of jewelry. It's pretty economical to find, and really it's just so beautiful. I find this jewelry just so beautiful. I just think it was such an elegant era. I've owned this lace pencil skirt for years. It's got the beige lining underneath, the satin beige lining. We've probably seen this many times with the black lace overlay with the beige or flesh colored underneath. That was very reminiscent of the 40s and the 50s. I've worn this skirt out a lot. It's been a great buy. Once again, blouse from the thrift store, polka dots from the thrift store. As I said, there's lots of these kind of blouses in the thrift store that you could team up with perhaps a pencil skirt that you already have. Show you these shoes I bought from the thrift store. They have the vintage look to them. They're black satin, they're a sling back, and they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. They were $6. That was quite a find. They're just perfect. They're not too high. You can find shoes like this pretty easily to team up with this vintage inspired look. These pieces are a little bit more contemporary, but they still go back with that theme. With the lace, I've added pearl accessories, pearl earrings, pearl bracelet. The skirt might not be exactly a vintage print, but you're still getting that overall 1940s, 50s vintage look from this outfit. So you don't have to find exactly precisely a vintage style. You can mix it in and you'll still get the overall effect. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching my video today. I truly appreciate it. I always do. I hope you enjoyed my vintage inspired blouse and pencil skirt outfits, and I hope I've given you some good ideas for when you go shopping. So I hope I've inspired you to perhaps look around and see what you can find if you want to get into that look yourself. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye now.